NATO Summit. Georgi Margvelashvili will meet NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg. Technical inspection of vehicles. New regulations will prevent air pollution. Summer trouble. Are working conditions suitable for employees in extreme heat? Hello, you're watching GIPA2DAY. I'm Rena Gaeva.
And I am Mikhail Idarisevich. The NATO summit is underway in Brussels. Georgia is also taking part in the summit. Within the framework of the summit, Georgian President Georgi Margvelashvili will hold meeting NATO Secretary Stoltenberg cooperation as well as the country's defense capabilities and Georgia's contribution to NATO. A day ahead of the NATO summit in Brussels on July 10th, Stoltenberg held Georgia's program in reforms and strengthening defense security institutions.
The Mtskheta Regional Court has today discussed the imposition of imprisonment term to Malchas Kobauri, the 15-year-old shepherd who is accused for murdering 3 members of the Smith family. The pre-trial detention has been ordered for him. However, Kobauri denies all the charges, claiming that there were 2 more men that killed the family.
A number of activists who have posted on social media about the electricity problem in Azerbaijan and the assassination attempt of head of Ganja City Executive Power Elmar Aliyev have been arrested. According to the Interior Ministry, 10 people have been sentenced to the 30-day administrative arrest. They are accused of supporting terrorism and disrupting the socio-political stability. Meanwhile, criminal investigations have been opened into the activists of 4 news websites on spreading false information and unfounded, sensational claims in order to confuse the public. Our reporter interviewed former political prisoner Rasul Mursalov.
Azərbaycan Respublikası qanunvericiliyində belə bir maddə yoxdur, öz təsbitini tapmayıbdır.
Calling for peaceful demonstrations and protests is allowed. It is not prohibited by law. However, calling for terrorism and mass protests, especially armed groups, are considered grave crimes in accordance with the constitution of the country. We have not noticed such cases in Azerbaijan. We have not noticed such posts on social media. Therefore, we can definitely say that government has arrested those activists under that pretext. For example, a person who is not able to talk has been arrested on charges of showing resistance to the police and saying insults in the streets.
Səsləndirdiyim fikirlərlə heç biri üst-üstə düşmür. Yəni burada terrora və ağır cinayətlərə çağırışlar olmayıb.
Cryptomat, a company that installs Bitcoin ATMs, is planning to bring more cryptocurrency ATMs to Tbilisi in the next few months. Via cryptocurrencies, they can cash out or buy cryptocurrencies. Our correspondents Fatma Babayeva and Gülar Abbasova asked Tbilisi residents about their awareness on this equipment and talked to the director of the company.
More cryptocurrency ATMs are on their way to Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia. There are already 3 of them existing in the city's shopping malls, and we are next to one of them. The Cryptomat wants to increase the awareness about Bitcoin and Litecoin trade among population, and we want to find out how many people knows what Cryptomat does.
About the Cryptomat, I know that we can use it in Georgia, and it's not the only country, but it's one of the rarest country where we have the Cryptomat. But I have not used it, but I'm glad that we have it in Georgia.
I have no idea, literally. I have no idea. It's something. It's wait a second. It's Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, something, the internet money, something like that. I have no idea, honestly.
No idea what's about it.
Currency is so strange to me. I have no idea how to deal with.
It's crypto valuta around the world. New fashion money.
As none of the people around knew how to use the Cryptomat, we decided to try it ourselves. You need to scan the QR code of your digital wallet to buy cryptocurrency. If you don't have one, you can register using the machine. Then you can deposit money, and the machine calculates how much Bitcoin or Litecoin you can buy. You can also exchange your cryptocurrency into gel.
It's a huge industry. We are just a small company, small startup. We will share permanently news about several coins and several technologies using our Facebook page and other sources, and I think we will work on it on regular basis.
Iosif Bolkadze, CEO of Cryptomat, says that the crypto ATMs are very easy to use. You only need to download special applications such as blockchain info wallet to your mobile.
If you have a smartphone and you have a mobile application, any mobile application, which gives you possibility to receive or send Bitcoin, you can use our machine in a couple of minutes.
The already installed 3 machines are on the testing mode, and if successful, the company will bring more crypto ATMs to Georgia by the end of the current year.
The prosecutorial council elected Shalva Tadumadze for the post of the chief prosecutor. The members of the council elected Tadumadze with a majority of the votes through separate ballot. Our correspondent Tatiana Tushilkina reports.
The prosecutorial council has elected Shalva Tadumadze as a candidate of the chief prosecutor of the Ministry of Justice. 12 out of 15 voted for him and no one for his competitor, Nino Gogniashvili. Shalva Tadumadze was the head of the government administration of Georgia. The opposition candidate on his position, Shalva Shavgrulidze, withdrew his candidacy on the day of election. He justified his decision by saying that the election process of the prosecutor is closed for the media. The former chief prosecutor, Irakli Shatadze, resigned from his position as a result of public protests held this May. Thousands of people were protesting his handling of an investigation into the stabbing death of 2 teenage boys. Tadumadze's candidacy must first be approved by the government and then by the parliament.
Since January 1st, the new regulation has been established regarding the technical inspection of cars. The new law that came into force since January 1st, 2018 requires all the car owners to take a gradual inspection. Since July 1st, cars owned by legal entities should go through technical inspection as well. Rusudan Tavelishvili explored the issue.
From January 1st, 2018, new regulation has been established. On the first page, we are planning to test big car more 3 than ton, which are registered on incorporated persons, and also high-engine cars belonging to the government, which forces high-engine automobile technical inspection. Director of the Tbilisi Auto Museum, Rezut Eshuli, says that new regulation will interrupt improvement of private business. Auto Museum services many visitors and also rents the vehicle.
This is one and only in Georgia and also Caucasus region. We are looking for our automobiles around the Georgia, which can be repaired. With help of our masters, they are being repaired in our boxes. We have lots of visitors from schools, tourists, and as well local residents, and we rent the cars very often. If the regulation of technical inspection of the cars will affect us, we'd have to cancel this type of service, because we will have problems with the police. In name of tourist season, during the summer we want to relocate our auto museum for 4 months in Batumi, and afterwards return it back.
Georgian Transport and Road Association's president David Meskishvili says that the regulation is compulsory all of automobiles which were made in the Soviet Union period, that the traffic jam will be regulated without mistakes.
It has been implemented step by step in case to make it easy for technical auto services to be finished. This process still continues. We already see problems and challenges. If obeying their regulation won't be effective, it will be only formally written in papers. We see that buses and minibuses are in horrible conditions. They are simply outdated and not safe for work, but Tbilisi majority has to repair them not to be dangerous. If transportation won't be improved, we will have traffic and increasing number of damaged vehicles. We have expectations that particular number of automobiles won't qualify as a standard. This mostly will be cars produced in Soviet Union, and all the others will have to be minimally repaired.
At Saburtal district, auto service Georgia has been opened, where will be technical inspection held in affordable prices. The director, Vaja Yordanashvili, called out the drivers for inspecting in their service centers.
Amor filialში 50000 ერთეულის საშუალება რომ გაიაროს წელიწადში ავტოსანაპირო საშუალება. ამას თუ დაუმატებთ ძირითად ლოკაციას Იღომში, აღმაშენებელ ხეივანზე, სადაც 4-ხაზიანი ცენტრი გვაქვს, სულ ჯამში გამოვა რომ ავტოტესტ გეორგიას, თბილისში გააჩნია 9 ინსპექტირების ხაზი, ჯამში 100,000 ერთეულამდე ინსპექტირების გატარების. ზოგადად იმის მერაც დაანონსდა პერიოდული ტექნიკური ინსპექტორების რეფორმა 2018 წლიდან
After technical regulation has been announced since 2018, number of customers has been increased, approximately with 50%. Also, percentage of defects has been increased. It is most brake system and fumes, but they have 1 month to repair it. It is expected that 1 out of 4 automobiles will not qualify. First inspection costs 60 lari, and for the second time, it's free.
According to the National Environment Agency, high temperature and unbearable heat will remain in Tbilisi tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Approximately 40 and 41 degrees Celsius. In spite of it, there are no special laws regulating workers' rights in such conditions. Our reporters, Macho Vogoberidze and Tatiana Duzhilkina, interviewed representative of Workers' Union Nicolas Gagashvili and asked if there are any plans to change the regulation.
რეგლამენტი ეს არის 2014 წლის 15 იანვრის მთავრობის დადგენილება ესეთი დასახელება აქვს საწარმოო სათავსების მიკროკლიმატისადმი წაყენებული ჰიგიენური მოთხოვნების შესახებ. ეს ვრცელდება მხოლოდ შენობის შიგნით მიმდინარე სამუშაო პროცესებზე. რაც შეეხება შენობის გარეთ მიმდინარე სამუშაო პროცესებს მიკროკლიმატთან დაკავშირებული საკითხები არ რეგულირდება სამწუხაროდ. ჩვენ ვიწერეთ შრომის ჯანმრთელობისა და სოციალური დაცვის სამინისტროს წერილის ხასიათი იყო ესეთი, რომ თუ არსებობს განუქვემდებარე რეგლამენტი, რომელთაც რეგულირდება შენობების შიგნით მიმდინარე სამუშაო პროცესები, რატო არ უნდა რეგულირდებოდეს გარეთ მიმდინარე სამუშაო პროცესები, მაგრამ მივიღეთ პასუხი, რომ ამასთან დაკავშირებით შეიკრიბება სამუშაო ჯგუფი სამხრივ ფორმატში. სამხრივ ფორმატი ნიშნავს სოციალურ პარტნიორებთან ერთად მოხდება ამ რეგლამენტის შემუშავება სოციალურ პარტნიორებში მოვიაზრებით ჩვენ პროფკავშირების გაერთიანება როგორც დასაქმებულების წარმომადგენლობა და დამსაქმებელთა ასოციაცია.
Vache Mediatek held an employment forum for Vache residents. The job market idea came from Deputy Georgi Birbichadze of Tbilisi City Hall and later supported by the Social Service Agency. To know more about the event, watch the report of our journalists Tatiana Tuzhilkina and Mikhail Daraselia.
In the 7th forum, with the help of Vache majority deputies, we made today's event. 17 companies are represented and more than 2,000 vacancies. You see a lot of people have come and I wish all of them to be employed.
We have big plans. We have opened new subsidiaries, so we will need a lot of employees. This year we will need 3,000 of them. For us, it's always important to participate in this forum. Now I fill in application forms. The main purpose is to be employed based on my skills and abilities. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what kind of job it would be. I've never participated in that kind of event as I'm a student. I hope there are some job offers for students too.
There are many street musicians in Tbilisi facing the threat of being regulated from the municipality. This is how the statement by mayor representative was interrupted. A few days ago on social media, Sergei Gvargeladze, the head of night economy, made headlines by saying that street musicians may be required to have a certificate that will allow them to play in the street. Later, Gvargeladze didn't confirm his proposal and declared that it was inaccurate interpretation of the plans to support street musicians. Sofia Bugiashvili reports.
In frame of new night economy project by the City Hall, there were talks to regulate street musicians by the license. This caused a debate in the society and questions from the street musicians themselves.
მარაზმია იმ თვალსაზრისით, რომ ძალიან იშვიათად თუ გამოდის ისეთი ვინმე, ვისაც პრობლემები აქვს სმენასთან ან ინსტრუმენტს, რაზეც უკრავს, კარგად ვერ ფლობს. და არაადეკვატური გამოდის შესაბამისად ეს წესი და დიდად არ ვეთანხმები სიმართლე გითხრათ. მე ეჭვება თბილისის ქალაქი იყოს, ვინც ასეთი დაბალი დონის მუსიკოსებით სავსეა. და აშკარად არ არის ეს ქალაქი მუსიკოსებისგან გასაწმენდი პირიქით. უფრო უნდა ვეცადოთ, რომ ხელოვნება წინ წავწიოთ და ეს ეგრეთ წოდებული ლიცენზია, ჩემი აზრით, ხელს შეუშლის.
რაც შეეხება ქუჩის მუსიკოსებს, მე მინდა გითხრათ, რომ აქ რაღაცა გარკვეულ რეგულაციებზე საერთოდ საუბარი არ იყო. საუბარი არის იმაზე, რომ იქიდან გამომდინარე, რომ ჩვენი პროექტი მთლიანად არის ორიენტირებული დასაქმებაზე, ჩვენ დავინახეთ გარკვეული პოტენციალი და ვხედავთ, რომ ეს მუსიკოსები ორგანიზებულებიც არიან, შესაბამისია, თუ არ ვცდები, არასამთავრობო ორგანიზაციაც აქვს. დაახლოებით 400 ადამიანია თურმე ამ სფეროში, ვინც მუშაობს. ჩვენი მიზანია, რომ ფაქტიურად ხელი შეუწყოთ მათ არეალის გაზრდას, ასე ვთქვათ, და უფრო მეტი პლატფორმა შევთავაზოთ. აქ არ არის ლაპარაკი არანაირ ლიცენზირებაზე, რატომღაც გაშუქდა ასე. რასაკვირველია, მსგავსი საქმიანობის რეგულირება შესაძლებელია, ეხას გავუსმევ კიდევ ერთხელ. შესაძლებელია, იმიტომ რომ მსგავსი გამოცდილება არის ძალიან ბევრ ქვეყანაში. მე ვფიქრობ, რომ ჩვენ ამ ეტაპზე არა ვართ ამჟამად, მაგრამ სურვილი გვაქვს, რომ პირიქით მათი საშუალებები და გავზარდოთ.
The UK faces political crisis after the resignation of Foreign Minister Boris Johnson and Brexit Secretary David Davis. Theresa May is under pressure and trying to bring all the parties to the negotiation table. Our correspondent Lika Bakuradze has interviewed PhD in War Studies at King's College London, Elena Melikishvili.
So part of the media, like some Remainers, think that is the chance for the Remain campaign to take lead, because it's like the difference was less than 3%. It's 48, like 3 and point some percent, so 48% against 52. So the Remainers now think, some of the Remain newspapers think that it's a chance to kind of take back control and maybe they fight for the second people's vote, which is there is this movement which is called the people's vote, so that many Remainers are demanding that the Prime Minister allows the people to vote on the terms of the exit treaty. So if the people don't like the exit treaty, then they can say no. But it's still like it changes the understanding how the possibility of that vote is changing every day. So sometimes you have this sense that there will be a second vote because of A, B, C, D. But then there are some statements which kind of very radical statements, which also radicalize the entire process and say no. There is a confusion, and also the confusion is determined by the inability of politicians to explain things, because the things are very complex, and like every day there are new things which emerge, and they come up that something is also actually everything is regulated through some European charters, rules, or some regulations. So even the environmental things, food, entire agricultural systems. So it is very difficult to kind of disentangle this network.
GIPA students have taken part in Europe on Air project in Madrid, Spain, along with the participants from 5 other countries: Belgium, Austria, Bulgaria, Turkey, Spain. Happy news! Next year the event will be held in the Georgian capital Tbilisi. The Europe on Air project facilitates the exchange of culture between the participating countries. See the special report of our correspondent Chinara Nurmamadova.
I'm Wilfried from Belgium.
Hello here!
Europe on Air project has been held in Madrid, the capital of Spain, with the participation of students and teachers from 6 universities of different countries. GIPA's teachers and students represented Georgia in this event.
Radio Europe on Air project is a very interesting collaborative project which brings together students from different universities and trainers from different countries and universities into one city to report about the issue or city.
Hello, I'm Lika.
My name is Sofia Bugiashvili.
I am Chinara Nurmamadova.
Sharing promo video and radio programs in advance, the students divided into separate groups in Madrid.
Learning whole their culture, you're touching their reality, you're living in their society, and that's very good. I mean, we walked all days around Madrid, we had cultural tours and historical tours.
Next year, Georgia will host a project, and representatives of different countries of Europe will prepare a radio program about Georgian culture. Europe on Air is held for 5 years, and Georgia attends the project in the last 2 years.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching us. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Stay safe.